Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome back to episode number 7 on the Northern Farms map, the under 100 horsepower challenge on the map. And welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome. And hope you guys doing fantastic, because I am, as usual. Where we left off last time, we were finishing up the tedding, which we did. We went down to the shop. We retrieved our windrower that we had down there, and I already made one pass around the headland. And we are going to continue today. We're going to get the no-name field here, Windrow, and then we are going to go over and head over to field number 31, straight down this little road right here. So welcome in, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's have some fun. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day for real. Let's get this bad boy warmed up here. Let her warm up for a little bit. I still have to install that mod that changes these X's, but that's okay. So the fun part about using one of these windrowers, many people have, let me put my controller down now since I'm in cab now, have asked me how to do it. It's one of those things where you got to go back and forth and back and forth. We got to get our gear shifter going. We're going to shift it down to about 6 miles an hour, and let's go. So a lot of this field here was kind of messed up when we had the wrong tether on. But we're also going to go back and forth now. So we're going to get to the end. We've already done, we only need one headland on this field. So we'll get to the end there. We'll raise it up. We'll get it going. You can drive over these windrows, shall we say. Get ourselves in here. It's a little different. I have to go back and get used to it again after we have been on Elm, Missouri yesterday. So we back us up a little bit just to get us going. Lower this back down, and here we go. We're going back down for another pass. It doesn't usually take long. This is a 4.4, I think it is, meter windrower. So if you do 2 passes, you actually get 8.8 meters. So we're gonna get right to the end and then raise it up. There we go. So we're doing good. Everything is going good. I've got another series coming soon to a channel near you. So we're going to actually have 3 series going along, and it's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be epic as usual. Let's get down a little farther. Get this going here. Yep, because I want to give my shout outs as I always do. You guys make sure you're checking out Big A. He's a good friend of the channel. Make sure you're checking out Russell Whitlock. Make sure you're checking out MT Pockets. All those guys are good friends of the channels. Farmer Tech. Who else? My good friend Grizzly Bear Sims. Lots of people. And if I forget you, I forget you. I'm sorry. I'll get you on the flip side. You guys know how that works. I am recording this on Tuesday. Well, actually Monday night for Tuesday. So happy Tuesday to you all. Hope you guys are doing. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We're second day into the week already, so everybody hope is going quickly to get you right back to the weekend again, so you guys can have your time off from your work or just relaxing in general. It's pretty cool. But I like having the possibility of 3 different series. It's going to challenge me just a little bit. What I had is MT Pockets, good friend of the channel, has absolutely inspired me to bring back another challenge. So we want to make sure that he gets the credit where credit is due. Because he's doing a challenge where he's in debt by a certain amount and all this stuff. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm kind of getting the itching to do it again myself. So let's go. So we're going to have the 2 farming series. We're going to have this one. We're going to have Elm, Missouri. And we're going to have a surprise one coming to a channel near you. And you will have to stay tuned till Thursday to see that. So as I explained to you guys on Elma, our series is going to be, well, our new schedule is going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Right now, that's our schedule. Now, the new series is, because it's going to be an extreme challenge, will probably be not as much realistic as it is realistic-ish. We may be using some auto load. We may be using some things like that, but we don't know. I did put a poll out, and many of you who have answered the poll question know which series is coming, which is kind of cool in itself. So you guys will have full access to that. So make sure you guys are checking that out. You guys voted on it, and it was overwhelmingly, the answer was yes. So thank you for answering that. I had posted it on my community page and then turned around and like literally 20 minutes later, and the post had been removed. I don't know if YouTube removes posts after a certain length of time, but I had to post it again. Not that it's the end of the world, but still. So it was kind of cool, but kind of weird. So I just kind of basically told you guys, hey, this is what happened. And yeah, we've only got a couple more passes here, up down passes, and we'll be done with this field. We can head on down to the next field. Like we stated in the beginning, this series is a super ultra realistic series. Got to play it in cab, less than 100 horsepower, like very strict rules. Can't have anything over a 4.4 meter, anything. So we got strict rules on this one. Elma's a little less strict, still realistic, but a little less strict as far as we play out of cab. We can use a little bit bigger of equipment. We can use up to 8 meters. Now, the other series coming will probably have no restraint on it whatsoever, because there'll be a massive challenge involved with it. But that'll give you guys, literally, like I stated on Alma on Sunday, it gives you guys a chance to have 3 different play styles. Pick your favorite. Hopefully you watch them all. But if you don't, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. Just watch the ones that you guys love and enjoy. I'm going to go right here. We're going to have this last one. Then we're going to head up and get our field 31 baled, and by then we should be going. This one also is a running clock, so it is right where we left off. So now we're going to shut that down, and we're going to fold that up. And we're going to turn around, and we're going to head right on straight down that road right there and get to field number 32. We are now Windrow. Yay! I've also decided that I was going to use a big round baler, but I've decided to use a little small baler, and I have a truck that we want to purchase. Sorry, as I clear my throat here. A little truck that we're going to stack all the bales by hand. Since this is a 100 horsepower or less challenge, we want to make sure that we're doing it kind of in match with it, if you guys know what I mean. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So that way, like, you would never use, with 100 horsepower, you wouldn't use, like, massive equipment anyways. You use little tiny stuff. So we're going to use a baby baler, and we're going to stack up all the bales up on the, up onto the, this truck that I've got picked out for this, and it fits the farm, fits the color. It's pretty cool. You guys will like it. May not buy it this episode, but we're getting it soon. And while I am right here, I would love to wash our tractors off. So let me grab my controller, pick it up, and shebang. Yeah, she was only 30% dirty, but still. That mod right there is the, I can't remember the name of it. Let's wash this too. Now we're going to have to give this a couple seconds to dry off, because I wouldn't want to put wet tedder into the ground. So we'll take that, and then we're going to go like this. And there we go. So let's work our way around this. We also have to make sure that, let's shut this door. I want to make sure that because what we want to do is, okay, 0 faults still. We want to make sure that once a month, and we're going 1 day months now. We always were on this anyways. We want to make sure that we're fixing the tractor once a month. So we're going to get into the field here. Then we're going to turn right around and go backwards because I do believe... Yep, that's what I thought. I'm going to turn this bad boy right around the corner here. We're going to make our first pass counterclockwise on the headland. And... bing. I love this tractor. Thank you, Russell, for grabbing it. It is absolutely amazing. Oh, you know what? We haven't gone third person. We're staying first person for today. How's that sound? That's a little bit of a change. I forgot. That's my fault, guys. That's my fault. All right, so we got it lined up. We're going to get a little bit farther up here. I'm going to shut this off since we don't need it. Let's get a little more square. There we go. Lower this down. Turn it on. All right, so now you guys see that little paddle wheel? That's the way that the Windrow pushes it on this little machine here. So it's going to push it that way. So our first pass around our headland, for all of you guys that are real life farmers out there, plug your ears, get yourself a drink so you don't have to hear this because you hear it every day. You know how it works. This is going out to the people who are not real life farmers and would like to learn how to windrow a field and how it works. So on the Pottinger windrower, you have that little paddle that pushes the windrow into it. So your first pass is going to go counterclockwise. We're going to go around the field this way. When we get back after one pass, we're going to turn around and we're going to go this way around again. Now, there is certain times when you would do your headlands last, which is generally speaking whenever you are dealing with the straw, whenever you're dealing with like plowing a field, cultivating a field, you will do your headlands last so that you're not dry. That gives you a space to dry. But if you're just driving over grass that has been mowed, it'll pop right back up. So you will squish it down a little bit, and so it will pop back up. So it's okay to do your headlands first when it comes to your hay, and that's perfectly fine. Same thing with baling. You always would like to bale from the outside in, and that's, even though I know it's a pain sometimes and you run into the bales because they're on the edge of the field, but that's the way you do it. So yep, we're going to make one pass around this way. We're going to follow the tractor's path all the way around the field. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to go one pass that way. That'll be our first headland. Then we're going to probably come around and do it twice again, or for a second headland. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go up downs on this field. So that's how that works. And these things are just basically rakes it up into a big, basically long windrow. There. Now all you real life farmers can come back and bring yourself back. I'm going to get course play off my screen so I can see what I got. So let me get into about there, about 6 miles an hour. Now we're windrowing, and as you can see, what it's doing, see how it does it? It rakes it right up into a single row, hence the name windrower. So this is the only time whenever I am doing any kind of farm work on the farm around the time, the only time that I can ever go and drive on the crop is when we do hay, because it really doesn't hurt much. You don't lose much yield, that sort of thing. But remember too, that's the other reason why I left the edge of the field, because technically you can drive up on that squishes down, it's not even mowed. So I'm keeping my outside tire right to the edge, and that is usually generally right about where I need to be, as you can see that, because this windrower is about the same size, same width as the tractor. So that's what I'm doing, that's why I don't have to look back all the time. I'm just aiming that. Now in real life I would be probably sitting like this, more or less. My chair would be turned like this, because in my 4640 I have the ability to turn the chair at a 45-degree angle. So reality would be I'd be sitting like this so that I can turn and watch this and this at the same time. But since we don't have that in this tractor, we're just going to kind of trust our instincts a little bit and kind of make the best of what we can. And we'll get this going here. There we go. And just like tedding, you do not have to stop with a windrower. You do have to raise it though, or you will blow your windrow all over the place. So keep that in mind, that when you get done with a one windrow, you have to raise it. Unlike a mower that you can just kind of roll over it, unless it's got a windrow. Like there are mowers out there that put stuff into windrows for you. You guys know that. Many of you have played Farm Sim. You know how that works. Then you would, if you wanted to play realistic, you would lift your windrow or your mower. But if it's just mowing it flat like this, you don't have to. So I'm going to get done here, and then I'm going to kind of connect them right there. And then I'm going to, this is why, if you notice, guys, I always turn this way with the camera. I never turn this way, because this way the chair doesn't go that far. It only goes like to here. Okay, this way you would always want to turn this way to see it. So get my windrow connected there. I'm going to raise it. Now we're going to go down to the end of the row here, and we're going to turn around, and we're going to start our next windrow opposite, making sure you raise it. And then you're going to put your wheel right on the edge of the windrower, just like that. Take a quick peek to see if we're good. And we are. See how that paddle pushes it right up against the other pile? So now we are making a 8.8 meter wide windrow. That's it. So for all of you guys that have asked, that is how you do it. So Russell, when you were doing your field on your map, you did it absolutely correct. You did everything perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you for asking. Thank you for all the kind words that you said. Same thing with all the guys that I mentioned. They're all super nice, and they watch the channel constantly, and they do what they can. We all watch each other's videos and comment and do all that stuff that we talk about all the time. And it is what it is, and it's awesome. So now here, I'm going to go right straight all the way up to about here. And the reason why I'm going to show you why to do that is because you're going to raise this, and then we're going to back up. We're going to spin this bad boy right around. And we're going to make our windrow straight. So we're going to get this all set up here. There we go, right about there. Drop her down, and away we go. Let's switch back into first gear. Let's go. So on these tight little fields like this, you're constantly raising and lowering your windrower. You're constantly looking behind you. The big giant fields, when you get to those are fun to windrow, because you literally just drive, and you're driving. But I also wouldn't use a 4 meter, a 13 foot wide windrower on a giant field. I'd probably use an 8 or 10. So we're going to keep going right here until we connected our windrow. Just like that. And bang. Done. Now we flip around and go the other way. And we can do it for a second one, and then we'll come back and start doing our up downs. So I hope you guys all learned something. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys play any single way you want it. My favorite saying of all times is, this is an absolutely fantastic game. And it allows you guys to play any way you want and do anything you want with the maps. If you want to have 1,000,000 cows, you can have 1,000,000 cows. If you want to have 15, 20 cows, or 15, 20 pigs, or 1,000 pigs, and you want to drive realistically and play realistically, that's the fun part about the game. I just want to take the time to teach people how real farming works. I also want to give a shout out to PA Plowboy, aka Jason. Amazing videos he puts out. He puts out real life farming videos. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you check out his shorts. Make sure you check out his videos. They got a couple new calves on the farm, to where they're excited about their new. Sorry, I gotta shift gears as I talk. They're excited about their new additions to their farm, and it's nice. And just check him out. He's got some really, really great shorts, and he's got some great videos that he puts out. He was disking today, which is great. I've been there, done that. Was doing that last month. So they also grow apples on their farm. So he's also got very cool tutorials about apple growth and all that stuff. So check him out. make sure that you guys, head on over there. And all those people that I mentioned, make sure you guys say Fury Machine Gaming sent you, and they know where you came from if you're not familiar with them. Many of you are. Many of you know who they are, and it's really awesome that you guys interact with each other. So, here we go. Get right into here, and then we're going to do our... There we go. Now we're going to... You guys know what we just did. So we're going to come down here, and then we're going to flip around and go the other way. And that's how you do it. And then we will start our up-downs. Perfect. Perfect. Drop that. Get it set up. And then after you've done it a few dozen times, you'll know exactly where to drive and how to do it. A lot of people don't like the in-cab view, but remember, we have Alma, Missouri for out-of-cab. So this is why I've decided to do what I did, guys. Is because I want to try to help and put out series for everybody. And if we put out 3 different series and we get 3 different videos from 3 different play styles, it gives everybody a chance to not have to wait 6 years to see their favorite videos. There's that. And up we go and ready to go. Because they're like, I watch certain people, and you guys know I watch certain people. But sometimes they're doing a series that I'm not really interested in, but there is a certain series that they're doing that I'm wanting to see. So, whoops. We slipped to the wrong gear there. So I really, really appreciate content creators that take the time to put out different kinds of series for their viewers. And the reason why I say that is because, like I just got done stating, say they have a series that they're doing and I'm like, this is boring. I'll watch it because I like them, but I won't watch like the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'll just kind of get through it. But if they're doing a second series maybe on Tuesday instead of Monday, I really watch those ones. So that's why I'm doing it. Here we go. All the way through. And there was our second headland done. And now we're going to come up here. What do we got? We got that. So let's go up around. And we'll come down with our up-downs. And we'll be done with this field, and we'll be heading over to our big sheep pasture. I also finally got the mod in here for remove the pedestrians, because that was annoying with them walking through. I gotta pick on Simulation of the Nation who did this map. Like, why would you put the pedestrian spline in the sheep pen? Put it through your farm and we can deal with it, you know? All right, now we are going to go here. You line your tires up. Perfect. Get off the windrow. Drop it down. Let's go. Now we're going to do this, and we're not going to go around anymore. Now we're going to go back and forth, or shall we say up-downs. And the reason that I chose this way is because it's the long way. Short way, when you go short fields, you have less turns to do, but long ways you have less bales to do, if you know what I mean. Like, you have less picking up of the equipment. So now we're going to go all the way down to the end of this, turn around, and then I think for the small baler we'll use the 6810 over there. And just to switch it around, we got a perfect baler for that. All right, drop this down, and here we go. So once you get the hang of it, it really doesn't take long to windrow. And I can't wait, because next month in October, we're going to harvest that wheat, get that up off the ground, get our straw and everything. I just wanted this series to be a little bit more interactive, if you know what I mean. So that's why we're using baby bales and the IC control and all that stuff. I just want it to be as interactive. I mean, there's a lot more interactive that I could do. I could get the shovel and the bucket and all that stuff, but I don't want to go too extreme with it. Like I told you guys in Alma on Sunday, I have to remember that it's a fine line. I can do realistic and teach, and probably what I will do is, now that we're windrowing this, I probably will go and finish up the windrowing off camera, and then come back when we are on to baling. So we're still going to do things realistically. We'll just put out one episode of this. You guys are going to see lots of this over the next couple of months until Farm Sim 25 drops. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to have the 3 series going. I've also been working on Backcountry 16X off camera. So that way we can just cut down the trees, and then I will have a video of that one when all the trees are removed. And you guys can see how many trees there are. I did find out from the makers of Yukon Valley. Whoops, what am I doing here, Fury? We didn't go far enough over. We gotta go over. You'll hear me shifting. It's pretty cool. There's what we gotta do. There we go. That there is, on a 16X map, there is certain amount of trees that they can put on the map without it having suffering, and otherwise you're going to get massive lag and stuff like that. So I think he said it was like 80,000 trees. I watched one of his videos, and he said, like, I think it was like 80 or 100,000 trees is like the max. Now, if you don't have a lot of things going on your map, a lot of productions, a lot of things like that, you can probably get away with a couple 100,000 trees. But still, anybody who's ever done maps with that many trees on them, that's insane. I've only done one map, and that was Piney Acres. You guys remember when I did the Piney Acres? I've cleared that map 3 times, and it had like 88,000 on it, I think it was. So you're going to get trees that are going to be absolutely, like, really massive. But that's also, Backcountry is also a 16X map. So I think it's like 12 kilometers. No, because 12 by 12 would be I don't know how they figure it out. All I know is the description. Whoops. So we're going to go back around, and we didn't even lower it. That's all right. That's what I leave those in for. Only got a couple more, and we literally got about 3 minutes left. I love it. You guys can get in, get out, watch your videos, and it's great. And I can do some teaching. We taught you guys how to windrow. We taught you, we finished windrowing in one field. So like I said, what my goal is to finish now windrowing off camera to get the other. I'll finish this one, and I'll finish the sheep pasture windrowing it off camera. And then when you guys come back, we will start baling. And then I'll finish baling off camera. And then when we come back the next time, should be September. We'll go ahead and sleep, and we'll get ourselves set up for the harvest over there, the wheat harvest. Then I'll harvest for one episode, and then I'll finish harvesting off camera, so that we can give you guys something different every episode until we start getting multiple fields going. Go from there. We're making ourselves some pretty good windrows. It's not bad. They're about 8 meters wide. Oh, 8.4 to be exact. Well, actually 8.8. So almost 9 meters wide, which is about 27 feet, to be honest with you. There we go. And on that note, I'm going to say my goodbyes until we get going, so we can wrap this bad boy up. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me for this last 30 minutes. Make sure that you guys are checking those people out that I talked about. I'm going to give you one last shout out. Make sure you're checking out Big A's channel. He's over at Twitch. He is also on YouTube. Make sure you're checking out MT Pockets, Russell Whitlock. Both those guys on YouTube. Make sure you're checking out Farmer Tech on YouTube. Van Ham Gaming. Make sure you guys are checking all of those guys out and just enjoy them. They're wonderful content creators. They're wonderful human beings. And just make sure you're doing whatever you can to support them, and as much as you guys support me. All right, so on that note, let's get out of here. Let's get you guys out. We'll shut the tractor down. Get out. All right, so we made it to the end of episode number 7. We are now windrowed. We can actually go. Look at that. We even got a little baby windrows. Little baby windrows. Let's go. And on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you all right back here Thursday with a surprise challenge series coming. And it will be strictly on Thursdays. So, once again, before we leave, I'm going to give you my schedule of my new videos. Sunday will be Alma, Missouri. Tuesday will be Northern Farms. And Thursday will be the new series. And once it drops on Thursday, then I can just give you guys the things. We also want to make sure that we are checking the weather real quick here. Where is the weather? Because we don't want to be bailing. Okay, I've got plenty of time. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to rain about 6 o'clock at night. We're gonna have this all done by then. So now what I'll do is, now that we're windrowed here, I'll take the tractor off camera, bring it over here, windrow this whole thing off camera for you guys, get it all set up for next time so that we can come and bale all 3 fields or at least 2 of them, and then I'll do it like that, just so you guys are seeing something different. Thank you guys, and I will see you back here with a new surprise series on Thursday. Catch you on the flip side.